What is the purpose behind my personal brand? Well, I want to genuinely help other people, right? It's about helping and serving others. And I'll have 8 years sober in September, and I genuinely wouldn't want it any other way. But through my personal brand, I'm gonna also be sharing like the things that I do for fun. Like I like fishing, I like going to the gym, and that's what creates my personal brand. Like also the things that saved my life, like it was the gym and fishing. Like if it wasn't for those things, um, I probably wouldn't be sober, right? You gotta like do things that you love in order to find purpose in life. But the most important thing is understanding that purpose is within you. It's always been within you. But what happens sometimes is that we don't see the value within ourselves. So it becomes a chase. We start to chase the jobs, the relationships, whatever it may be, whatever releases the dopamine, right? And then you come to a realization of the fact that it's not about chasing, it's about being able to become the valuable asset. But through the process, it's like letting go and letting God. Like I had to get sober in order to understand that life is very spiritual, right? And so 2 years ago, when I started creating content, I had this moment of like coming to the realization of the fact that I was nothing without God. And I remember telling myself, if I can't love myself, I'm gonna learn to love others. But through the journey of continuously creating content, because I haven't stopped since, it's about continuously sharpening yourself too, and continuously looking deeper within, but more so, you know, continuously having that childlike mentality, and also just, yeah, having a childlike mentality means just keeping that curiosity alive. Sorry, questioning everything, learning everything that you can learn possible. Like in the past 2 years too, since I started creating content, it's also been, trying to grow more in faith and like, you know, be more teachable, right? Because I could think I know it all, but I don't know anything. I'm still learning every day. And I have to remain aware of the fact that I am nothing without God, right? Like I said before. So if you have a vision, I could tell you to just create and execute towards it. And most importantly, like stop caring what other people think. Like I've said it in my content several times, and I'll say it again. It's your world, it was never theirs, right? It's like life itself, it's like you see it in 3D. It's like you wake up and you go to bed by yourself every day. So stop caring what other people think and just keep going. But most importantly, create that belief within yourself. There was a point in my life where I didn't believe in myself, right? And if I could tell you a little bit about my story, is I started drinking at 12 years old. My mom was, very protective. She, from 12 to like 18, IOP programs, constantly getting drug tested. At 18, I ended up in rehab. And the cool thing about rehab is it just gave me a different perspective in life. And I remember at 19 years old, it was kind of like that thing where it's like, bro, like if I feel anxious, I'm not gonna go partying anymore. And I grew up fishing, so like I started fishing a lot right after high school, and that became my hobby. That became my everything. So if you're someone that is an addiction or whatever it may be, find a hobby, find something that you love, right? But also in the journey, look for God. Look for God, and you'll come to the realization that life is just spiritual. And at the end of the day, it's like a lot of the things that we obsess over, a lot of things that we want out of this world don't matter. Eventually, they're not going to matter, but it's in our gene to want to get ahead. It's in our gene to want to like prosper or, whatever, have nice things. But don't make it so much about the materialistic. Just like, how can I give back? How can I be a good son? How can I be a good husband? How can I be a good father, right? Doing it for the people that you love, right? Because if it wasn't for the people that you have in your life today, you probably wouldn't be the person that you're becoming, right? So what's your why? And why does that why create that purpose within you, right? And so looking at myself today, and my why behind it all is doing it for my 5-year-old self, but more so doing it for the people that I have in my life today, right? Like if it wasn't for my people, I wouldn't be the man I am becoming. So become aware of the fact that purpose is within you. It was never outside of you.